I would like to ask all three of you, we have also quite a few from the Indian audience, just to begin, tell us about your state in 2 lines, or maybe, okay, let's say 30 seconds, about your state and the highlights of your state. So let's start with Kusturi.
Thank you so much, Seema. It's been a pleasure here, and thank you so much, the German Consulate and IGCC, for putting this together. I think when the Consul General mentioned that your gateway to Europe or Germany is via Frankfurt, that's really the region I represent. To give you a very short snippet of Frankfurt in 30 seconds is the airport. Of course, everybody knows the airport, and that's really one of the major bridges that we have in Germany, but not only for Germany, but also EU. Apart from that, I mean, we do not represent, or my organization does not represent one federal state, we represent a region. And our region actually spans around 3 states, and Bavaria, my colleague John is also here, is also one of them, in addition to Hessen and Rhineland-Palatinate. But I mean, these names might sound complicated. However, what is important to know is that it covers only 4% of the German land, but contributes to 8% of German GDP. And that's like, it's really, in German, we would say it's klein, aber fein, which means it's very small, but it has a pretty big impact. I guess we will have chance to speak about the sectors later, but apart from the logistics, I mean, Frankfurt is known, or the Frankfurt Rhine-Main region is known for more than just the airport, but mainly finance or IT or pharmaceuticals, etc. So we're really a hub for whatever you need us to be. And with that, I'll give the baton further on. Thanks.
Thank you, Kasturi. So from Frankfurt, wherein if you travel, that with the first port normally. Let's go to Bavaria.
So welcome to Bavaria to all of you, and thank you for this wonderful gathering today this afternoon that we are, discuss few aspects of Indo-German collaboration, Tamil Nadu and Bavaria, Germany all together. So Bavaria, football, FC Bayern, you may be knowing, BMW, Oktoberfest, many things which you are familiar with or you may be acting in. So Bavaria is the largest German state with the second largest population. The state with Munich, the city has the capital of the city. This state is the number one economic hub, we can say, what the innovation is concerned within Germany, what the export is concerned. And German economy is a hidden driver behind the German economy, Bavaria as a state. So I think, we will discuss more about the Bavarian economy later in the discussion. That's all. Thank you.
Am I audible? So yeah, thank you so much. I think half my job is already done by Mr. Shakti Kumar from Schwenkstetter. Actually, he represents one major company from North Rhine-Westphalia. My name is Ambika. I represent, of course, the biggest region, parallel to Bavaria, North Rhine-Westphalia. Düsseldorf is the capital. Since it's a business atmosphere, let me give you a few figures quickly.
Education institutions like the leading elite universities like Technical University of Munich, Ludwig Maximilian University, and there are 9 universities and 26 University of Applied Science, and many other research institutions which are really transferring research and innovations from these academic institutions to the industries there. So we have heard, success stories of Bavarian companies globally. If you see, 30% of the global DAX-listed companies are from the state of Bavaria. If you see BMW, Audi, you take name even Siemens and many other companies. From this state alone, having this kind of GDP is a crucial role for the German economy also. What are the key initiatives? Why are they good? Why are they excelling in the industry? Because of the continuous policy, the initiatives the government has taken. I want to mention 3-4 initiatives where India is also working at is the creation of industry clusters. Bavaria has 17 industry clusters, not only the manufacturing clusters, but other services and the old new age technology. This cluster provides a good platform for industry, research organizations, and academia to work together and to bring out innovations together. And there is no other state within Germany, I can say, who invest into the future technologies. Like, we have a policy, innovation policy from 21 to 27, where Bavarian innovation policy is there. So all things are going based on that. And the investment into 3.5 billion into this innovation policy, which goes to AI, whatever the latest technologies are, cutting edge technologies in the industry, what is making a wave and what which will make for the future. Bavaria is investing heavily into that and building up, university chair, more than 100,000 and 1,000 professors are created, professorships are created in the last year. So this will go the focus on innovation, academia, industry cooperation, and semiconductor is one area where Bavaria is focusing. They have created something called Chip Alliance. Then for the hydrogen technology, they have created hydrogen H2B, one institution, and to work with the companies and the institutes together. So this kind of collaboration with the politics, industry, academia, that brings the power, the skilled workforce, the universities and all this. That ecosystem makes the successful.
Thank you very much. Um, with the aspect which you are saying, what about, do you see many Indian companies coming to Bavaria using other startups, as you say, in the hubs who are active and who collaborate with the, as you said, there's some initiatives which you can say, okay, they are working together and um, the companies actually and a small startup maybe and innovating new things what Springstead already said is happening here and the products are made. So India is anyway known for what good word is jugaad, but nicer when you say is frugal innovation. So they say they bring new fresh blood. Many of the German companies say when any of the Indian startups come and give a new perspective and the innovation happens. So would you like to comment or have any company like this which you would say something has happened in this area? Yeah, startups in or a combination of both the companies.
See, when there is an excellent, well-functioning manufacturing, research, and all this ecosystem is there from different, led from automotive industry, aerospace, and IT, and all other key industry sectors, then it's of course a natural part that very good global startups are coming to the state also. We have an amazing system of fostering the innovation through the startups. We have tech, mobility, also different sector focused startup incubators are there in the state all across. So, and we have seen that many Indian companies also do profit from that. We have sent startup companies who are doing in particular sector. So we give them a soft landing package where they can go and stay for 3 months. So they get connected with the ecosystem there, and vice versa. Also from Bavarian state, there were also startups coming to India and looking for operation, collaboration. I think the time ahead is all about collaboration. Germany and India are great partners in that. And there we can, states like Tamil Nadu and Bavaria or other Northern Westphalia, all other states provide ample opportunities for all the companies to work together, look for, for the future. We have to look for the future. We have to see what's coming up, in the after 2 decades of technologies and all. There, I think I have read from the industry minister and the government of Tamil Nadu here that they are also working on the transformation from the manufacturing sector to a cutting edge technologies in different areas. I think there we have amazing synergies between German states and Tamil Nadu here, and especially with, of course, I have to say Bavaria.
Okay, from the hardcore industries, what we are talking about is we have seen a lot of a trend now going of startups going to Germany, and of course, quite a few are fintech. And here, and of course, Frankfurt is known as a financial capital of Europe, and that has taken quite a lot of momentum after Brexit has happened. So, but in the recent past, I have seen a trend when we were talking, Kasturi, that quite a few companies are choosing Frankfurt area, the region there, uh, not just financial, from all various sectors which we are looking at, that they are locating their regional headquarters in Frankfurt using that region. So, why do you think that this trend has taken place, and how do you see this could be of relevance, let's say also for the Indian companies or the companies from Asia coming towards Germany? Um, what is your analysis on that, or how would you see it?
That with Frankfurt being the financial capital of the EU zone, and after Brexit, even so more, we are speaking of almost 200 domestic and international banks. The only two banks in, I would say in Europe are in Frankfurt, the State Bank of India and ICICI Bank of India. And this is kind of a sign, I would say, why Frankfurt becomes attractive for Indian investments as well. or Indian trade for that matter. I mean, I'm responsible for Indian investment, but Frankfurt Rhine Main system. We speak of, we heard people from Hyundai. Hyundai has a big center in Frankfurt, but also has its European headquarters there. And the reason, again, I would say is that, money lies at the center of it. But we see a lot of students there. It's also the talent. It's also the fact that we have over 250,000 international students studying in the Frankfurt Rhine-Main region. So there's availability of talent. And here I would actually like to add that states like Tamil Nadu show great potential because there's so much of stem cell research, there's so much of engineering and basically what's the right word, but the kind of talent. Germany is known as an engineering hub, and India, every second person is an engineer. So the skilled shortage that we have currently, that we're facing in Germany, states like Tamil Nadu, other states which are so high on, let's say, the IITs, can actually collaborate with Germany to kind of fill up this lacuna as well. And that's where I think agencies like ours, or I would speak again for Bavaria or North Rhine-Westphalia, can also contribute a lot. So I just kind of summed it up a little bit, but I hope that's good enough, Seema. Thank you.
Thank you, Kasturi. Just adding to 200 companies when you say, so the latest data, which is also good for us, there's a traction happening towards Germany as well. So the figures, we have almost 700 Indian companies who have invested in Germany. They were creating an employment which was, I think 2 years ago, it was almost 30,000. But in a span of 2 years, we have created employment. The Indian companies is 35,000. So there is slow but a steady growth going on. And an example here, which we have seen, is from Schwingstetter. We have companies who are setting up their trade offices, and I believe, not just we all know it, that praise is the pre-step of any investment which is happening. So one has to be there to explore the area and see what Germany has to offer. So with this, I go to Ambika. Ambika, you are the biggest, most populated state in NRW, which is North Rhine-Westphalia. Maybe not many of the Indians might be aware of it, but Düsseldorf, Köln, they are very well known. So my question to you is that when we speak of bilateral business, now here we are talking about India and Germany, there are big NRW players which are already present here. Of course, Schwingstedt, as you said, your biggest company here. We have Bayer being for ages here, Henkel, ThyssenKrupp, and vice versa. Also, there's a huge investment from what I would say are big four from here, TCS, you have Infosys, you have Wipro. So they're all already present in Germany. And if you see the backbone of the bigger of these companies, has been undertaken by these Indian companies, it is IT and digitalization. So how do you think that the economic cooperation between the two sides can be enhanced? As we say, the topic is there's a potential. And we are talking about unlocking it. So how do you think, in your experience, and you are the youngest one in the sense, new kid on the block from 2021, you started NRW representation here. So how do you think it can work, and what could be a win-win situation from your side? And of course, the sectors we have spoken of.
Thank you, Seema. I think I'll also echo with what my colleagues have mentioned. I have heard this statement earlier also, that German engineering and Indian innovation can go together very well, and especially in the current scenario where we have, that skill talent. So it's no more, the India is also no more seen as a cost factor entity or the cost factor region and all that, but it's also because of the talent, the innovation which is coming forward. And thankfully, I think I owe my thanks to the previous role also at German consulate, where I was supporting the German company. So it was easier for me to understand what are the needs from both the sides. And in 2 years, as Ms. Kushila mentioned, that we have managed to get companies, almost 130 companies are present in NRW region. So when it comes, it's not about, it's not easy game, right? But what we see now at the Germany and India, especially with the decoupling from China and all that, there are lots of chances of, or the scope for enhancement, the business enhancement, business opportunities, collaboration, cooperation. I'll mention few of them. The major names you have already mentioned: ThyssenKrupp, Henkel, Bayer, BASF, Schwingstetter is there. I told that the story, what he has very nicely, insightful presentation, what he has mentioned, it's a matter of vision and grit and to meet up the challenges and have a vision to grow further. I think this applies not only to the German companies who are coming to India, but also vice versa. In NRW, where we are blessed with the industrial sector, when I say, the automotive components, electronics, chemicals, and all that, that stays there, but also the emerging sector when it comes to hydrogen, renewable energies, and all that. It's very much prominent. In fact, to give you an example, Tata Power and RWE, they have recently signed an MOU. They are working in field of renewable energy. Infosys, you mentioned, I would like to highlight Infosys has already opened a digital innovation center in just the heart of NRW, Düsseldorf. So we are known as heartbeat of Europe because we are very well connected to Netherlands, Belgium, and France and other regions as well. To grow further, we also try to see how to bring the German companies are coming to India for sure. The delegation were there already. We have now hosted almost 4 delegation, including the government, business, and academia delegation to India. And vice versa also, last year we took the member of 16-member startup delegation, we're mentioning about startup, to bring the Indo-NRV ecosystem together. And we have also signed an MOU with NASCOM, where we'll be offering a launch pad for the Indian companies and also vice versa, so that they have the initial push, initial momentum to enter the markets in both the sides. And I think those are the few things where we support coming to the sector. As I already mentioned, as in Bavaria, as in Frankfurt Rhein-Main, we are present there. It has to be your choice where you want to go, and we are here to support you.
Okay. Thank you, Ambika. So I have got a reason that we have to close it, but there's just one. This is the first event. Yes, I will. Just 1 minute. Yes, I'm just closing it. So the thing is, this is the first trade and investment event which has happened. So we all have a wish, and let's just give one of the wish. If as far as Indo-German relations are concerned, to start, what you foresee, what would you like to wish in the Indo-German relations? Start.
A very good question, I think, Seema. It's like, I'll just one liner or one word?
One liner, one
Okay,
word, what
fine.
you wish.
So I think more and more cooperation from the Indian side. The governments are already very supportive. We have a consul general sitting here right in the middle who has pushed us to bring us together at this diaspora and addressing all of you. But I'll go back to the statement which I've quoted earlier. German engineering and Indian innovation has to come together, and the need of the hour is that. I think that will be my wish.
Please, John.
I think in the last few years, if we see the Indo-German relations in all aspects, it is growing in a very dynamic way, and I'm very optimistic that the state-to-state relationship and the political relationship and the people-to-people relationship is growing in big. If you see the number of students going there, these are the real ambassadors for the future. So I would encourage all of you, or your children or your relatives, even to look at to study in Germany and work in Germany maybe later. That is a good option. I see a lot of optimism, I think, but the effort has to be made. Like in this meeting today is also one of the effort that we bring people together. I think I see it very optimistic. Thank you.
John.
Well, I'll just sum it up and say that I'll echo what my colleagues have also said, but we're really living in a geopolitical, critical world right now. And I'm more and more convinced that collaboration and not competition is the way in the future. So I wish that we collaborate more, we work together more, and not compete with each other more. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you, Kusturi. I could have not summed up better. Thank you for my colleagues and all the very best. So please, we are available for a call. Thank you very much.